Hello everyone, my name is Nick, and welcome to a new series here on my channel called Plant of the Week, where every Monday we're going to feature a new houseplant and go over care tips of that plant. I recently asked you guys on Instagram what kind of videos you want to see from me, and the resounding answer was plant care tips. So I was trying to come up with a way to deliver that to you guys that was both digestible to me and you, and I think going over one plant a week would be the best way to go about that. So without further ado, welcome to Plant of the Week. Hello everyone, my name is Nick, and welcome to the first installment of Plant of the Week. This week's plant of the week is going to be Philodendron mayoi. So Philodendron mayoi is an aroid, which means this falls into the Araceae family of plants, and that means it's very closely related to plants such as your standard golden pothos and Monstera deliciosa. Philodendron mayoi, I believe, is native to Brazil, and it's named after a botanist, Dr. Mayo, which is where it gets its name. It doesn't have anything to do with, its leaf structure or anything, just gets its name from a botanist. This is a very easy philodendron to grow. You can actually see I have another one behind me right here that's a little bit more gangly, as I've been growing this in my home for honestly, actually not that long. I think I've only been growing this plant since last tax season. I think I rewarded myself with that Philodendron mayoi, if we're being real. So a really fast growing plant. It's grown all of those vines that you see behind me in just the last year. You can see right here a new leaf on this philodendron that I have. So I grow both of these philodendrons under artificial lights. They are definitely very far away from a window. This one I'd say is roughly about 12 feet, I'd say, away from the nearest window. So it's not very close at all, but it's relying solely on the Soltech Solutions aspect light that's growing above me. So if you were growing this in natural light, I would say it probably would appreciate more of like an east or a north facing window, as philodendrons tend to like to be on the lower light spectrum, so a south or west facing window would probably burn the foliage of this plant. So in order to avoid that, I would say either have it within a few feet of a south or west facing window, or have it like in or near a north or east facing window. I think that would be your best bet. As for watering, I water this plant regularly, probably about once a week I'm giving this plant water. However, it does handle underwatering very, very well, and these kind of palmate leaves will kind of start to wilt a little bit, and you might find it looking a little bit droopy. So that is definitely a good telltale sign as to letting you know that you have not watered this plant enough, and I believe it will recover pretty well, as this is a very easygoing plant. I have seen this plant sold under the pseudonym Philodendron Tahiti, I think it is. I don't believe that is a different cultivar. I could very much be wrong. I think that is just a different name for this plant that it has been sold under. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I would love to hear, but I believe that is just another name for this plant. So this is a very fun vining philodendron. It's very easy to grow. I haven't really had any pest problems with it. It's been very easy growing on that part. I would imagine that some of these new leaves, I sometimes can get some thrips on some of my new philodendron leaves, but I don't think I've had that problem with my Philodendron mayoi, at least just yet. So a very easy growing plant. Don't want to give it too much bright light or it could possibly burn. But if you're working with a lower light area and you're looking for a nice fun philodendron or vining plant, I would highly recommend trying out Philodendron mayoi. That's going to about do it for this week's plant of the week, Philodendron mayoi. If you're also growing this plant in your home, I would love to hear some care tips in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. If you don't already, follow me on Instagram at PhillyFoliage, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great time!